Well, happy Sunday, my friends. I'm so glad that you are here. And today's project is easy and relaxing compared to last week's project, which took me on an incredible journey and challenged me, and I spent a lot of time on it. This one, simple, easy, letting go. And that's the whole purpose of this one. So let's take a look at the project and the supplies. So here is my journal page. I hope that you can see that gold on there. I experimented with a few things. This was all about play today. There were a couple things that I wanted to try out, and I did, and I just relaxed into this because last week was a challenge. Last week's project was a challenge. Last week was busy. I'm filming another workshop, and new workshop just launched. There was just all kinds of stuff. So I just wanted to play, and that's what this is. I wanted to use a limited color palette so that I didn't overthink anything. And so that's what I did. I'm working in my handmade journal. The background has some random papers. I just have this bin of things that are leftover bits of stuff. Oh, and I want to pull that out. Just random stuff. So I put down some just random papers, and then I kind of built up from there. I did a lot of brayering in the background at first using very limited color palette. Gesso, raw umber, Payne's gray, yellow oxide, a little bit of red ochre. So you can see this is my palette here. Just very limited colors in what I used. And really went with a lot of the Payne's gray in a lot of my images and things like that. And this is a red ochre gesso, which I have been trying out. I put my papers down with matte gel and fluid matte medium. Let's see. So the two things that I wanted to try this week was, this is 18 karat gold leaf pen. I really, really like it. And this is a Sakura solid marker. It's like, it says solidified paint. And I wanted to see how that worked. It's the only thing that I don't like, and I haven't liked in previous, is the wideness of it. So if I were doing a large abstract, this would be great. And they have a lot of colors, and it goes on smoothly and dries just like paint. So that's kind of cool, and I would like to explore that a little bit more in maybe a larger, or maybe, you know, not in just short little bits of strokes, but bigger. Lots of fun elements in this page too. So after I put my papers down and then I kind of did my brayering for the background, I just started pulling things. Actually, what I did was I built some papers too. I wanted to play, and that's always part of my play. And so I did a bunch of stenciling images on tissue paper with my roller. I didn't use any spray paint this time. I just used my roller, my black paint and my roller, and you'll see that. I wanted to experiment on tissue paper with that gold leaf because you'll see in the video how I kind of tore bits of it on the tissue paper. I wanted it to look a little bit like some gold leaf. And I really like that effect. I like being able to kind of tear bits of it. And I kind of scratched into it when I was doing it. To kind of give it kind of that gold leaf look. I wrote with it. I kind of practiced on this because I thought maybe I might use this, but I ended up doing like a script and then putting that down, and love how it looks. It does go a little bit matte when you put your, use your fluid matte medium. You can kind of see I went back over it in some spots, but it kind of goes dull when you cover it over with matte medium, which is expected. But I played with that, and I really, really love how that looks. So this is a Krylon 18 karat gold leaf pen, and I have a couple other things that I want to that I've gotten that I haven't had a chance to try yet. And then I just I kind of went to town because I wasn't sure if I wanted to use this or maybe a butterfly. And so I tried a couple of different things, and I either painted it on with my Payne's Gray, or I rollered it on. And I pulled a lot of prints, like the kind of a ghost print from my stenciling. You'll see it in the video, that I really loved. I enjoyed this process so much. And then I, you know, off camera did some mark making and things like that. But the pulling of the print, look at how gorgeous that is. I can't wait to use that. Look at these. Look at how delicate. I can't wait to explore that a little bit more and play with that. I used some pattern paper. And then I also used, this is from the Rock and Recycle workshop. Look at the yummy grunginess of that. But that's that burnt sienna color. So it worked really well. And then this was actually a top that didn't fit any longer. Wah, wah. But I thought, the pattern is so cool that I'm like, wait a second. So that's, you know, I've got a whole shirt full of this, so I've got all kinds of material to use. I also used this vintage eye chart in here, and there's available for you in the resource library, this eye chart with 3 different color backgrounds. If you want to use that, that's in the subscriber library. And don't forget that the password changes, so the password is in your weekly email. Then the other things I used were charcoal pencil in hard and extra soft. And then I came back in, and I hadn't finished yet, and I thought, I'm just going to turn the camera on. I wanted to add a few more white marks, just real small. I was going to do the white marks with the paint pen, but it's too big and bulky, and that's not really what I was looking for. So I wanted to add a few more of those. So I figured I could talk to you while I do that, hopefully, and just kind of bring that light in over here and in certain spots. But this was just real freeing. I used a palette knife, a black soft pastel, and then all of my colors, and brayer, and tissue papers, and all my fun elements. This paper here was really interesting. It's just one that I used to brayer off on. Some black, and then I saw it, and I'm like, ooh, I'd like to see it a little bit blacker. So I rolled over it with the roller and kind of scratched into it. But I tore it and just poked holes in it to kind of make it interesting. Just to kind of give it some character, so that it's not just plain old black paint or black paper. Some of that was really good down here, and then I thought this was really interesting to have that kind of torn. And I had that up here too, but I kind of covered over it. So many things that you can use. Think outside the box and be creative with all of your things. And then just some additional marks with my charcoal pencil and that kind of thing. And then I think that is it. I think I got it all. Super simple supplies. Really easy, relaxing, just playing and layering and experimenting. That's the best time in our art journals. No pressure. And of course, that is the general meaning of the piece. And I can't wait to share that with you at the end of the video. So stick around for that. So let's get creating. right, my friends, that was fun. So relaxing, so needed. I hope you enjoyed the project. So let's take a look. All of the layers, everything, so good. And I explained all of the supplies and all the different elements that I used. I just relaxed into it and had fun and played, and I love it. I positively love it. I love the neutral palette. So for this week, when you see this video, there'll be a couple more days left. Just trying to think. One day left for early bird pricing for the Language of Your Heart workshop, that my newest workshop that's out. It is a really gentle approach to creating a series and creating thought into our project and infusing ourselves into our projects. It is beautiful. The colors and everything that we use, I positively love it. Lots of collage and all of my favorite things. So check that out. I'll have a link down below for you to take a look at that. And then what else? I don't think, all the stencils. Oh, I didn't go over the stencils at the beginning of the video, I don't think. I used quite a few. So I think, so let's just take a look real quick. Background words, numbers stencil, the butterfly masks, and then the scribbly leaves masks. All of those will be on sale this week. I've totally forgot about those. So those will all be on sale this week. And then you can check out the early bird pricing for Language of Your Heart workshop. Okay, so the meaning for this piece, it says, go easy on yourself. And then I actually did that in my writing back here. It says, go easy on yourself. You're doing the best you can. Don't give up and give in. And then it says, keep going. And sometimes we have to remind ourselves of that. And maybe not even just don't give up and keep going. Just go easy on yourself. That's what I needed to tell myself this week. It has been a crazy couple of months. And then it's been a crazy couple of years. And I think we forget that. I think we forget that as things are somewhat, I wouldn't say they're calming down, and I don't even want to say that because there's still so much going on in the world, but we're able to get out a bit more and do things and all of that kind of stuff. But we went through a lot over the last few years, and so keep that in mind too, with that thought process of go easy on yourself. But this week, as I was beginning to create, I had all these ideas and things I wanted to say and techniques I wanted to show, and I was starting to stress myself out about it because I was really short on time, and I was trying to get the new workshop launched and all these different things because I kind of film in advance for Sundays. And as I decided to start doing another project for Sunday, I'm like, Shawn, just play. Just have fun. Don't make it difficult. Go easy on yourself. And I was like, yep. That's it. Go easy on yourself. And I kind of wrote that out as I was testing my gold leaf pen, which I love, by the way. I shared that at the beginning of the video. Sometimes we just need a breather. Sometimes we just need space from reality. And I mean, we can't check out completely. And, if you've got kids and things and pets and spouses and other jobs and all that stuff, all the regular life stuff, we can't check out completely, but at some point we need to take a second for ourselves. And whatever that looks like, whether it's journaling like I did today, this was good for my soul. I just had fun. There was no agenda. There was I wanted to try some things. I wanted to pull out some fun elements. I just had fun. And maybe that's gardening for you, or whatever that is. Whatever your thing is. Maybe it's reading. Reading's another big one of mine, to kind of take a break from reality. Whatever that is. We all need to take that space sometimes. And we have to take that space sometimes, especially in our creative space. Because if we're constantly pushing, I know for me, and we're constantly working on things and doing other stuff, and then we come to being creative and we don't give ourselves that ease, it's really hard sometimes to even find inspiration to create. And I just want to encourage you today to go easy on yourself. I am the hardest person on myself. I'm not that way with other people, but I require a lot from myself. And sometimes I just have to say, relax a second. Take it easy. Take a breather. Go sit outside. Go, do something that you positively want to do. And believe me, I'm blessed every day to be able to do this with you and make a living at it and all of those things. I'm truly blessed. Very, very grateful. But it's still a job sometimes. You still have to get things done, and you still have to pay the staff, and you still have to, all those things. So taking a second to just play, be free, no agenda, just relax. It felt very, very good, and that's what this was all about. So wherever you are in your space, whatever is going on in your world, say to yourself today, go easy on yourself, whatever your name is. Go easy on yourself, Shawn. It's like a trigger. Look yourself in the mirror and say, go easy on yourself today, or for the next 15 minutes, or for the next 2 hours. Go easy on yourself. You're doing the best you can. We're all just doing the best we can. And perfectly imperfect. And that's a beautiful thing. All right, my loves. I hope your Sunday is restful. I hope it's peaceful. I hope you go easy on yourself today and just do what you love and relax just for a little bit. All right, my loves, have a wonderful Sunday, and always, always know that you are loved.